Imagine a single structure made of over 2 million stones, each weighing more than a car, stacked with such precision that even today, experts marvel at the craftsmanship. These stones, some as heavy as a small whale, were transported across vast distances, hauled by sheer human determination and ingenuity. Some blocks tipped the scales at over 80 tons, dwarfing anything most of us encounter in daily life. The logistics alone boggle the mind. How did ancient builders move and position such massive stones without the benefit of modern machinery? The Great Pyramid of Giza is not just a building, it's a human-made mountain, a monument that has stood for over 4,500 years. Rising from the desert sands, it has witnessed the rise and fall of empires, the march of time, and the evolution of civilization itself. Its stones, if lined up, would stretch for thousands of miles, enough to cross entire countries or even span continents. The sheer scale of the project is almost unimaginable. Built with simple tools, copper chisels, wooden sledges, and ropes, it challenges our understanding of what ancient people could achieve. Every block was shaped, moved, and set by hand, a testament to relentless effort and collective vision. The pyramid is aligned with incredible precision to the cardinal points, a feat that required sophisticated mathematics and astronomy. Its sides are almost perfectly straight and its base is nearly a perfect square, an achievement that still puzzles modern engineers. The builders were not just laborers, they were engineers, astronomers, and architects working together to create a stairway to the heavens. Their knowledge of the stars and the earth was woven into every stone, every angle, every measurement. How did they do it? This question echoes through history, inviting us to step back in time. The answers are hidden in the stones, in the desert winds, and in the stories passed down through generations. The pyramids are more than tombs, they are markers of human potential and ambition. They remind us that with vision, unity, and determination, people can accomplish the seemingly impossible. When we look at them, we see a marvel of engineering, a cosmic puzzle in stone. Each block, each joint, each angle tells a story of innovation and wonder. Let's embark on a journey to explore how this magnificent structure was built, and uncover the secrets that have fascinated explorers, scientists, and dreamers for centuries. The story of the pyramids is about the human drive to leave a mark that says, "We were here." It's a story of ambition, creativity, and the eternal quest to reach for the stars. The classic story of pyramid construction is one of brute force and simple tools, a tale that has fascinated historians and archaeologists for centuries. It's a story that conjures images of thousands of determined workers toiling under the hot Egyptian sun, using only the most basic implements to achieve the impossible. Thousands of workers cut limestone blocks with copper chisels and stone hammers, shaping each stone with remarkable precision. These blocks, weighing several tons each, were then carefully loaded onto large wooden sleds, ready for their journey to the construction site. For the heaviest granite blocks, which came from quarries far to the south, the Egyptians ingeniously used barges to float them down the Nile. This river transport was a feat of logistics requiring careful planning and coordination. Once at the site, the real challenge began, lifting and positioning these massive stones with accuracy. The scale of the task was immense, demanding both strength and ingenuity. The prevailing theory is that massive ramps, either straight or spiral, were constructed alongside the pyramid. These ramps allowed workers to drag the heavy blocks up to ever-increasing heights as the pyramid rose. Teams of workers, sometimes numbering in the hundreds, pulled sleds up these ramps, using thick ropes made from papyrus or palm fibers. Water was often poured on the sand to reduce friction, making the task just a bit easier. This vision relies on technologies the Egyptians possessed, simple yet effective tools and materials, making it a plausible explanation for how these wonders were built. The workforce was made up of skilled laborers, not slaves as once believed, but citizens redirected from farming during the Nile's flood season, when fields were underwater and unavailable for agriculture. Building the pyramid was a national project, a collective effort that united the people in service of their king and the cosmos, reinforcing a sense of shared purpose and identity. The Egyptians were master organizers, coordinating tens of thousands of workers over decades, managing resources, schedules, and logistics with astonishing efficiency. But is this the whole story, or are there missing pieces? The mystery of how the pyramids were built continues to inspire debate and wonder to this day. The stones and ramps theory is widely accepted, but the pyramid's precision raises doubts. Some blocks, especially granite ones deep inside, weigh up to 80 tons. How could they be moved with just ropes and ramps? A straight ramp to the top would be over a mile long, requiring more material than the pyramid itself. Spiral ramps present their own problems: sharp turns, obstructed views, and maintaining perfect geometry. Copper tools are soft, yet the Egyptians shaped hard granite with astonishing accuracy. The craftsmanship suggests techniques or knowledge we haven't fully understood. These questions honor the Egyptians' genius, hinting at lost methods. The real mystery isn't who built the pyramids, but how. It pushes us to consider that ancient knowledge may have been lost to time. Despite their meticulous record-keeping, the Egyptians left no blueprints or instructions for pyramid construction. Archaeologists must piece together the story from indirect clues: workers' villages, bakeries, tools, and the Diary of Merer, which details transporting limestone by boat. These finds reveal much about quarrying and transport, but not the final step: lifting the stones. If massive ramps or wooden cranes were used, why is there so little evidence? Wood was scarce and valuable, likely repurposed. Ramps would have been dismantled. The builders left behind a nearly clean site, erasing traces of their methods. Scientists now use models and toolmark analysis to reconstruct possible techniques. The geology of Giza and the organization of the workforce offer more clues. The search for answers is as monumental as the pyramids themselves. The lost blueprints force us to rely on science and imagination to solve this ancient mystery. To solve the ramp problem, experts have proposed a range of creative solutions, each attempting to explain how the ancient Egyptians managed to move such massive stones with the limited technology of their time. The challenge was not just about lifting heavy blocks, but also about doing so efficiently, safely, and with the resources available thousands of years ago. One leading idea suggests a massive external ramp was used for the lower levels of the pyramid, providing a gradual incline for hauling stones. As the pyramid grew taller, an internal ramp spiraling up inside the structure may have taken over, allowing workers to continue moving blocks upward without the need for an impossibly long external ramp. French architect Jean-Pierre Houdin's theory, supported by advanced 3D modeling, demonstrates how an internal ramp could have functioned. His model includes strategically placed corner openings, which would have allowed workers to turn the massive stone blocks as they ascended, making the process more manageable and efficient. This approach would have enabled precise placement of each stone, while also solving the problem of constructing and later removing a gigantic external ramp. The internal ramp concept is elegant, minimizing the need for extra materials and space. Another compelling theory involves the use of simple wooden levers. Workers could have lifted each stone just a few inches at a time, carefully sliding supports underneath and repeating the process. This incremental lifting method would have required patience and coordination, but it was well within the technological capabilities of the era. This so-called craning method, though slow, would have been highly effective, especially for the uppermost tiers, where space was limited and ramps were impractical. It highlights the Egyptians' ability to adapt their techniques as construction advanced. Most likely, the Egyptians didn't rely on just one method. They probably combined external ramps, internal ramps, and levers, adapting their strategies as new challenges arose and as the pyramid reached new heights. Their true genius lay in their ability to blend simple, practical solutions, working together to overcome seemingly insurmountable obstacles. Teamwork and ingenuity were just as important as physical strength. These ancient builders were not just laborers, they were innovators and problem solvers, constantly adapting and improving their methods as they worked. The real story of the pyramids is one of adaptability, creativity, and practical problem solving, as workers experimented with and refined their building techniques. In the end, the construction of the Great Pyramid stands as a timeless masterpiece of engineering creativity, a testament to human determination and ingenuity. Some theories suggest the Egyptians used water to aid construction. One idea involves water locks to float stones up channels, though this would require immense water and waterproofing. More likely, they poured water on sand to reduce friction for sleds, a technique shown in ancient drawings. Tool theories range from early iron to using sound or vibration, though evidence is scarce. The Egyptians' true strength was their ingenuity and deep understanding of physics and logistics. They may have used wooden cradles, counterweights, and a mix of clever tricks. The solution was likely a combination of many simple techniques. Their creativity turned monumental goals into reality. The pyramid puzzle is a testament to the boundless human mind. The stones themselves are our best witnesses. The builders chose solid limestone bedrock and quarried most core blocks on site, minimizing transport. The main quarry was just south of the pyramid, supporting the use of short ramps. The Diary of Merer confirms the use of boats and canals for transporting limestone. Some researchers propose that certain blocks were cast from limestone slurry, explaining the precision of the joints. While this geopolymer theory is debated, it shows how scientific analysis can reshape our understanding. The evidence points to a complex truth ramps, sleds, and perhaps unconventional methods all played a role. The stones reveal a story of labor, intellect, and organization. The pyramids are the result of a multifaceted, brilliant plan. The pyramids could not have been built without tens of thousands of skilled workers. Archaeology shows they were not slaves but respected laborers who lived in organized communities with food, shelter, and medical care. They were quarrymen, masons, toolmakers, bakers, brewers, and more. A city dedicated to construction. Building the pyramid was a national project, a source of pride and religious duty. The organization required to manage this workforce was as impressive as the pyramid itself. Feeding, housing, and coordinating thousands demanded a sophisticated bureaucracy. The pyramid is a monument to human organization and collaboration. It shows the collective effort of an entire nation. The hands that cut the stone, the minds that solve problems, and the shared belief in a cosmic vision made it possible. The human element was the most important tool of all. The pyramids are a tribute to what we can achieve together. The question of how the pyramids were built remains open. The classic story of stones and ropes is supported by evidence, but the precision and scale inspire alternative theories. The truth is likely a blend of many techniques: external ramps, internal ramps, levers, water transport, and more. The Egyptians' genius was in combining simple, effective solutions to solve complex problems. The pyramids are a lesson in curiosity, ambition, and our desire to understand the cosmos. Their alignment with the stars connects Earth to the universe above. The ongoing debate is a celebration of our scientific spirit. The story of the pyramids is still being written by archaeologists, engineers, and thinkers. What do you think? Was it brute force, lost technology, or something else? The pyramids are a mystery that continues to inspire us to question, explore, and imagine.